Hello everybody, it's me, Hunter Gibson, I gotta tell you. Welcome back to Truth Be Told Rundown. Today, we're actually going to be talking about a couple of things. Alright, there's been a lot of action about this local towns and stuff dealing with new data centers being implemented in the areas, and about President Trump bringing back warships. Yeah, mate. Bringing back warships. That's flipping awesome. So we're going to be talking about that today here at Truth Be Told Rundown. Now, I know you guys don't want to know this, but I have to say it. I got to say it. It's required. I'm not an official news source, news company like Fox News and all them fun people are. I am not an official news company and news source. All my information comes from publicly available information like the White House, the FBI, CISA, articles online, X posts, and I do make sure to fact check most of my information. There will be mistakes some places. I'm not going to say that there's not going to be. Everyone makes mistakes. I'm a one-man team here. If there is a mistake, I'll make sure to fix it. All these articles and stuff, well, I'm actually reading off of a device I have here to make sure all my information is correct. I have my little script here. The script that I use, I always type it out before I make these videos. In a slideshow presentation thing. You can see all these and download them yourself on my local website or the Truth Be Told website. So after all that boring information, we can now get into the fun stuff here at Truth Be Told. Like I said when we first started, we're going to be talking about data centers and Trump wanting to bring back warships. The first things first, we're going to start with data centers. We're going to start with what locals think about data centers. We will be showing both sides of the argument and my opinion on this. So why is there even an uprising in data centers, uprising in data centers in the first place? Well, President Donald J. Trump has started to help spread AI data centers in the United States to help compete in the AI race with China and other countries, to help keep USA and Northport USA in the lead of AI and technology. And some of it can be due to, some of it is due to tariffs, companies wanting to make home here. It's very good for our country. Very good, I gotta tell you. Very good. Where is I at? Now, let's start with what critics think about data centers. They don't like them. They don't like them at all, especially on the left. They hate them. It's like they don't like technology. It's like every single day they use it. I mean, even to make the post to say that they don't like that, they're using technology and they're using data centers. Data centers are what run all these social media apps and websites and stuff. I don't know. Now, the main things that critics are talking about is that they use too much power or water, doesn't make enough jobs, or it raises taxes or bills in the local area. So, let's talk about that. First things first, jobs. Let's talk about jobs. They said they don't make jobs. Alright, they do make jobs. They mostly make temporary jobs. They also do make permanent jobs. So, data centers make around 120 or more temporary jobs just during the building process. Now, again, which they are temporary jobs, if that's what you want to call it. Permanent jobs, they also make, of course. Now, here are a few examples of jobs that a data center would create. Now, there's more, but here's just a couple examples that I have. Security, building security, even though a lot of it is AI and all that, securing the building. Tech and or IT teams and maintenance teams, which can round up to 20 to 30 jobs for a data center. Now that's another thing that they're mad at. It doesn't create that much jobs. I don't know. I don't flipping know. Alright. Here's what pro data centers think. Alright. Pro data centers, people who agree with these data centers and support the making and creation of these data centers, say it's a very good investment for the local area and will bring new jobs in the area for people who are in that career cluster. See, a lot of people in small towns like me. I'm in a small town. I live out in the middle of flipping nowhere. And I'm into technology. I mean, look at all this stuff that I have set up. I got a flipping computer, I'm into cybersecurity and all that fun stuff. People like me, seeing a thing like that being added in a small town, like a data center, stuff like that, gives people like me who are in that career cluster in technology an opportunity to get a job at what's close to us, and that's in the career cluster that we like and enjoy and know what the flip we're doing. So that's another fun thing about it. Now, the main big things that pro data centers like about it is that it brings more money into the area. It's good for the country, and it upgrades local area utilities. A lot of data centers actually upgrade. Sorry about that. Upgrade. I'm throat flipping like I said. I'm done for the day, mate. Where's that again? A lot of data centers, like I said, we're here upgrade local area utilities. Actually, upgrade power lines and stuff like that before they even show up into that town. And if a town was unable to support a data center, I don't think they would even have it there in the first place. So keep that in mind as well. If a town was like, we can't flip and support this, they wouldn't have put it there, or they wouldn't want it there. Okay, let's move on to what I think, my opinion about these new data centers to go into. Now, this is everywhere, all across America, not just the state that I'm in, but all around America, local towns and stuff are seeing data center construction being added. Now, also, personally, I think data centers are very good for our country, helping us stay in the competitive with AI and technology. We're actually in the lead right now because of data centers and stuff like that. I mean, they are the internet itself. We need data centers. Everything we flipping use, all these apps, websites, games, tools, everything is all run by data centers, or use something to help run them that is also used by data centers. Internet, fiber internet, websites, games, apps, tool, everything. Everything's run by data centers. Especially if we're going to be having all this AI and all that fun stuff. We're in the AI revolution right now. We need data centers if we're going to upgrade our AI, our tools, our games, and our internet and all that fun stuff. And if we want to stay in the competitive, we're currently leading in that stuff. If we want to continue leading in that, we need these data centers. We need these data centers. I don't know why people hate them so much. We need them. They're not as bad for the environment as your solar farms and all that flipping stuff are. Data centers barely make a flipping environmental impact. That's another thing. What the flip are these people out here like, oh, flipping environmental impact is bad for the environment and all that? No, mate. These data centers don't do flipping anything, mate. Alright, they're just a huge building full of computers. That's all they are. Now, we're going to switch the conversation here as my favorite part. Our president's wanting to bring back battleships, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Battleships. All right. Boom, boom, bam, bam in the water. Boom. And ADHD. The amazing Donald J. Trump is wanting to bring back battleships. All right. You know, I think this is amazing. It's going to make our country stronger in so many ways. So let's dive deeper into this. Okay, so we got some quotes from Donald J. Trump as well here. So most of this information on this page is from the White House and X posts and from news. All right. So President Donald Trump announced plans for a new class of battleships as part of the Golden Fleet, is what they call it. During a speech at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida on December 22nd, 2025, the announcement emphasized modernizing the U.S. Navy with large, powerful surface warships to counter global threats. We're doing it, y'all. All right. Trump introduced the vessels as the Trump class. Now, oh my gosh, liberals hate that he's calling it the Trump class. I mean, they're just jealous. That's it. They're just jealous that we're cool. Trump introduced the vessels. They wish that they could have a flipping warship and stuff named after them. That's it. That's it. They're just jealous that he's got military ships named after him. Military class. Or Trump class. Trump class battleships. With the lead ship named USS Defiant. Don't quote me, I don't think I'm saying that right. Defiant. BBG-1. Designating them as guide missile battleships. Now, Trump described these as a revival of traditional battleships concepts. All right. But with modern enhancements. They're also saying stuff about that. Oh, next page I go into more what the flip all these liberals are saying about this, but let's continue this. So I keep going off topic here. Where was I at? But with modern enhancements, Trump calling them the largest, deadliest, most versatile, and best-looking warships. I agree. Now, here's where we get into the flipping weapons that I've heard that they're wanting to put on these flipping boats. Equipped with launching nuclear-tipped cruise missile and hypersonic weapons to enhance offensive capabilities. Trump also said on top of that, construction will start almost immediately. It's cut off. The initiative also aims to revive U.S. shipbuilding industries, create jobs, and more. Let's go to what the libtards have said about this. Now, I've been deep diving on X and all that to find this information. All right. Congressman Joe Courtney, I don't think I'm saying that right, DCT, ranking member of the House Sea Power and Projection Force Subcommittee, all right, expressed skepticism on X. He highlighted that battleship, I don't know why it keeps doing that, construction ended in 1944 due to vulnerabilities to modern threats like long-range missiles. I even have his tweet or X post right here that proves that I'm right, that he said that. I'm going to pop it up right here somewhere on the screen, right there. Boom, right there. Okay, read. I even have it on here. I can't show you because I don't think I can zoom. I can zoom in. Look, right there. Right flipping down. He posted right there. All right, I'm even going to make it show up on the screen, but I have it right here. All right. Progressive outlets described the plan as childlike and making no sense, quoting Navy experts who argue the ship would have zero tactical use. Again, they're just flipping jealous that we're starting to build battleships again and that Trump has the class named after himself. I mean, yo, this is dumb. They're saying that it's not going to have any tactical use. The left is 100% just fake news. Everything they say, everything they do is fake. The U.S. Navy modernized Iowa-class battleships back in 1980s with cruise missiles, anti-ship weapons, and radars, proving they can adapt. We have it right there, y'all. And Trump's plan goes further. This is my favorite part. Hypersonic mutations, electromagnetic railguns. The most sophisticated lasers in the world. And they're saying that they're not going to be tactical. Okay. Alright. You guys can see that then. Railguns and lasers that Trump wants to put on them provide high-value defense against swarms, like drones and stuff. Firing at the fraction of missile costs. $1 to $10 per shot of a laser. Or a hypersonic. What's it called again? Electromagnetic railguns. When a missile, $1 million or more per missile. And they're saying it's going to cost too much. Alright. Alright, okay. Okay. We went from $1 million a shot to $10. Right. Leftists moan about costs, but this investment is yielding massive returns. Building domestically revives shipyards, creates thousands of jobs, and cuts foreign reliance. Addressing our 8 shipyards to China's 300. All right. To me, it sounds like all the left wants is for China to get bigger and better, and for us to keep getting smaller. The left wants to rely on China because they don't want to work or do anything. They want everything handed to them. All right. I mean, Trump is over here making our country stronger, but the left seems to not see that. They would rather let China roll. That's what I see this. They would rather let China roll, but Trump's over here making our country stronger, safer, and greater again, but they're still complaining. Y'all, we've made it. We've made it to the end of Truth Be Told Rundown. Thanks for stopping by. I cannot believe they're throwing this big of a fit just because we're bringing back battleships. Battleships. What the flip? Saying that they're not going to be modernized, and what else? What else did they flip and say? Hold on, let me go back. Let me go back to that tweet that Congressman Joe Courtney said. Where the flip is it at? He said, there is a reason why the Navy stopped building large, costly, vulnerable battleships in 1944. They're even more vulnerable today. With China's massive development of 2,000-mile range missiles, which explains why sub protection is so critical. Dude, he's a flippin' idiot. First of all, they're even more vulnerable today is what he said. No, not quite frankly, not really. Didn't you just hear that we're making them stronger, more advanced? Hear that? More advanced and stronger. Get it through your head, mate. It's not that flippin' hard. It's not like we're literally flippin' taking old ships all the way from the flippin' World War II that's been shot up and damaged and putting them out there. We're making them again. We're making new ones. And we're putting better weapons on them. Lasers and all that fun flippin' stuff. Elon Musk stuff. I don't know. Saying it's childlike and making no sense. And saying that they would have no tactical use. These things seem pretty tactical to me. Being able to shoot missiles, shoot lasers, guns on them, and flipping. And I've read a lot more about this than what's on here. I didn't put everything that I've read on here. There's a lot more of these ships. A lot more things that these ships are going to be able to do. Alright? So, Why is my computer buzzing? Okay, it stopped. I don't know what to say. The left is flipping dumb. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. I don't really have much to say. But yeah. They're not too smart of people. We're going to end it here. Thanks for stopping by. Truth be told, rundown. See you next time. Make sure to like and subscribe for more news like this. Makes me sad seeing how the left is, I gotta tell you. It makes me very sad. Keep safe out there, everybody.